Good day, mates and matettes, and welcome back to Fishing for Icebergs. We're back again on Let's Challenge, and what you can see here is the copied across first section on the blue side. Now, if I just get back into normal mode, there's also been a little bit of extra redstone put in the form of this little pressure plate. That should not have taken me as long as it did. So when you step over this, at the moment you can see... Oh no, that's not correct. Give me a second. It is meant to say at P, which is the shorthand for nearest player. So, since when the command is set to that, you'll see it says Mighty Orange completed stage 1, which is the name of my Minecraft account. However, before you will have also noticed that there was a block placed command. And if we come over here, we can see that now there's a redstone block on this little ledge. And what this is it is lighting up one of the lamps on this mouth section to this face. And as you can see here, there is a stage 1 sign. And basically these lamps show our contestants that they have in fact completed this level. So the fact that somebody has passed that pressure pad means that the map recognizes that they have completed stage 1. And the same is replicated on this side. And so that's just a little bit of cool redstone-y stuff. To do that you use what's called the set block command, and you just set the coordinates and the type of block, and the command takes that block. Anyway, here we are in the second room of our Let's Build. And this second room is going to be piston parkour. Now I'm just going to build on the blue side this time, just because I built on the red side last time. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to start on this pressure pad here, and then you're going to have to jump onto platforms that will be pushed out of the wall and then retracted back in. So just very simple to start with. You would jump to, say, that block, then say that block. You'd be... But the challenge here isn't to make super difficult jumps, but rather to make jumps that are just difficult enough. Like they're just difficult enough that they're just sort of like normal jumps, but then because the blocks are pushed in and out, they just get that extra little bit of difficulty. And if we now, what if we set it there, so that that's the first one around the corner? Is that possible? Probably not, but let's have... Oh my god, I'm so terrible. I'm so sorry. So all the blocks that I'm placing now, except for this first block with the pressure pad on it, will be retracted. Okay, look, I'm just going to try doing this one. No, you see, I think that's just a touch far. And now the other thing that I will do is... Oh, no, it's possible. Is it even that difficult? Am I just being a derp up until this point? No, it's not that difficult. Maybe a little bit early for a jump like that. So maybe just another 3 jumps. So you got just a nice straight start. The other thing that I'll be doing is you'll see that I have blue stained clay as well as light blue stained clay. And while most of this track will be light blue stained clay, at points I will put blue stained clay, which will be sort of a delay block. It will come out and then stay out for longer, and will serve to sort of break the pattern of the map, so that people have to keep guessing. Okay, see, that's actually a very easy jump, but then you'll instinctually just go for the next one, and you can't do that because this block will stay out for say 2 or 3 seconds, and this one will only come out after that delay. But so then you keep moving up, because generally this map wants to move in like an upward direction. Because what we're aiming for is that door up there. Oh my god, I'm just going awfully today. Well, even though we want a generally upward direction, what happens if we drop it down by, hell, even all the way back down to where we started? Just for a nice long jump. Ooh, now that is a jump which is tricky. Boom. Okay, so that's fun. Jumping all the way down there. And it's really not that tricky, it's just takes a while. I might swap it out so that that is the first break block, just because this is still an early stage, so what we want to do is be nice, and after a long jump like this, the extra second to get your bearings before you have to move on again will actually be really good. Like, it'll actually improve the map's flow. Like, instead of being like, right, you have to make this massive long jump and move on in 1 second. Yeah, no, that just wouldn't work. So that's that, and then we'd just move up again. Now here's the point that I was getting to, where I was like, ooh, I can do something interesting here. Here you'll see it's just sort of like a normalish, I'll move this one back across here. It's just a normalish jump, so why would you have this break block here? Basically, I'm not going to put anything on this wall. Instead, I'm going to make a system by which the map forces you to double back across where you've already been, and then quickly jump out of the... No, that's too close. And then just quickly jump out of the way. So it'll be like... Bam, bam. Let me just put that there instead. And then just put this here. Wonder how that would go. The redstoning for this section will be very annoying, but I reckon I can do the redstone for that, and then have a big proper jump for getting back in the swing of things. Because look, at this point we're as high as we need to get, which means that we can have another drop jump. So let's say we drop down 2 blocks and we put it 5 away. That might not be possible. 5 is a significant distance. Alright, so maybe just drop down 1 and 4. Because I know that this would be a possible jump if it wasn't 1 down, but that also seems very mean to put... Actually, no, that's too short a jump. It also seems very mean to make someone doing this sort of parkour with the pistons to do this sort of thing. Anyway, that's enough of this. So I'm just going to finish off the actual jumps myself, and then I'll get back to you to show you the redstone that I will be doing. Alright, I'll get back to you in a sec. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I give you redstone magic. Boom, 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 boom. I love this. I love that it's working the way that it's meant to, and it didn't even take me too long. Like, I've done this sort of redstone before, but normally everything you love and hold dear has to die before the redstone's like, yeah, we'll work. Anyway, I've tested these. Oh wow, that was atrocious. I've tested these first 5 jumps, and they're possible, even if I'm not very good at them. So let's go and continue working. Now, this is the redstone that I've done so far. Now, what this first section is it's just to stop team play. Now, the obvious thing to do in this map would be to play it 2-player and just have one person stand here and hold all the blocks out. But as you can see, on this map that doesn't work. After 1.5 seconds, they go back in regardless of whether or not you keep standing on the platform. Now this is achieved using this little redstone circuit here. I might just replace that with a repeater just because it looks nicer. Does it still work? Or have I just broken everything? Yeah, you see it still works. Basically, the idea of this is, this quartz block will carry the redstone signal through it. That's why there doesn't need to be wire there. There's just got to be a repeater on either side. However, after, I'll make it 2 seconds, after the pulse goes past those repeaters, it turns off this piston and removes the quartz block. This shuts off the circuit and gives the exact amount of time you have to make the jumps. After that, it's way simpler, the redstone. It's just a straight current being sent into each piston, one after another. However, the delay is put in by all of these repeaters you see to make each of the jumps possible. Because if there was no delay in the redstone, the jumps would just, yeah, they wouldn't work. You'd have no, they'd all come out simultaneously, and then they'd all go back in instantly. And that just doesn't work. So instead, gotta weave redstone magic. And the standard break that I'm using is I am using, on average, a 1 and a touch second break. So basically that just looks like one fully done repeater and one partially done repeater. Now that is the break on top of that one. Sorry, that is the break to get it just that touch ahead of that last one. And then I add in another full repeater in order to keep the delay going. However, this is one of my darker blocks, which means more redstone. Yes, this is one of those lovely times that the redstone has to just pile up. And so instead, this one will keep its redstone signal running longer, and then I'll just extend this out here for the final one, which will be, say, a 3-second gap, and that's where you'll get that from. But then this is also where we extend the next block from, and that has to be a 1 and a touch delay again, and then the redstone works in the same way. We're back to normal, and yeah, this really is how it works. Like, it's very simple redstone, but it has a very impressive interior effect. If I just go back around to my entrance, this I'm like, yeah, it's pretty simple redstone. It's actually kind of piling up, isn't it? Anyway, if I just stand on this here, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bam. 1, 2, bam. You see there's just that delay there. which A, lets you gather your bearings, but B, breaks the flow of the map. So a lot of people who are better at parkour will their first time just go, dodge, dodge, and this won't have come out yet, and you'll be stuffed. So that's probably mean of me, but, you know, it's also important that people who aren't as used to parkour get just that 1 second reprieve on this block here. And like same on these blocks, you'll have to have the time to turn around, jump, turn around, jump, turn around, jump. But then after that, you've got to keep going. And so yeah, I think that's all for this episode because, like, oh right, I forgot to show you the extra blocks. Like, after I left off here, I decided we'll have a long downward jump, then a break, and then just 2 jumps and just a quick run along here. Basically how this will work is that this one will come out and then these will come out very, very quickly. And so you'll just have to sprint straight along and then you're at the end. Hopefully no one makes the mistake where they just go sprint, 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 but if they do, well, that's their own damn fault. Anyway, this is getting a bit long, so I am going to cut myself off here. If you have enjoyed this episode, please press all the appropriate buttons. It's the same thing as every episode. Alright, see you later, mates.